Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in Somerset to check out one of the worst rated seaside towns in the UK. This year it's finished 5th on the list of worst seaside towns, and that town is Burnham-on-sea. So let's take a walk down the promenade and see why it's so awful. Well, this doesn't feel very friendly. What a beach. Litter. It's not very well maintained. Burnham-on-sea is that bad. Even the Samaritans have a special plaque on the front for you.
Yo, it's the Jack's life, pack your bags, let's roll. From first class flights to that budget hotel. Planes, trains, tourist games, we're on the move. Dropping reviews, making travel smooth. Sky high vibes, tracks down low. Jet set, living everywhere we go. Hit subscribe, take the journey, don't wait. It's a Jack's life, adventure's great.
Well, this doesn't feel very friendly. What a beach. But look how unattractive this is. All these concrete steps and this big wave of a concrete wall. And I'm sure it serves a purpose, but it doesn't look pretty. And neither does the beach. Right, let's have a walk up here and see what we can find. I'm not going to hold my breath. It seems like a very grey sort of a town, if you get my drift. Even these houses at the side, just concrete squares, all this concrete. Not very pretty. Burnham has been a regular holiday destination for quite some time now. It got popular in the 1800s, in the early 1800s, and it still is quite popular today. But I'm currently struggling to see why. Even the gardens look sad. Look how sad they look. Looks like a desert. If you can hear me over the wind. Look at all this litter. It's not very well maintained. A couple of mosaics on the seawall. Even they're not doing a lot to lift the spirits, are they really? Pilots. Search and rescue. Part of the lifeguards, I think. There's actually a bit of sand now. I think the tide's actually going out now, isn't it? Looks like it's retreating quite fast. So you probably won't see it for the rest of the day. And then I think it's then just mud flats. Probably adds to the reason of the worst rated seaside towns. What we got here? Hovercraft Search and Rescue, Marine Rescue Centre, digging people out of mud for many years. Some info about the town, and there's a Burnham Heritage Trail that you can go on. We've got a toilet block here and some outside showers, they're useful. Tourist information centre, and then we're going up to a few amusements up here. That sign just says happiness starts here. I'm not sure it does. So here on the corner I think we've got a giant Weatherspoons, which is probably the best looking building I've seen so far. The Reed's Army. Cracking looking Weatherspoons. More lifeguards here. If you can hear me over the wind. And then look, this is the jetty. Oh, there's actually a bit of dry sand there. And then this is the jetty that they go into the sea on. Ugly bit of tarmac, but I suppose it's necessary. No parking on the jetty. Who comes to park here? Some more dry sand. And Burnham Pier, which doesn't boast the record for anything, apart from maybe the shortest and the worst. Let's go have a look. Burnham-on-sea is that bad. Even the Samaritans have a special plaque on the front for you. Some amusement arcades on the side here. Sunspot Amusements, the fabulous Sunspot Amusements. I do hope you can hear me over all this wind. I've got a wind deflector on and my hand in front of the mic. I'm hoping it's working because it's good kite flying weather today. Right, let's go check out this amazing pier. Even the cream tea shop, the front parlour, even that looks like a miserable looking building, mixed with possibly a brothel. More litter everywhere. Now look at that for a cracking pier. It's like they forgot to build the wood bit before the amusements at the end. Like that should be out there and there should be a good 100-metre walk to it, but not in Burnham. Even on the beach down there, the only dry bit of sand, the amount of bottles and litter everywhere is astonishing. I was literally in Weston the other day, which is only just up the coast, and the litter pickers are everywhere, cleaning it up, washing the streets. Doesn't look like it comes down to Burnham, unfortunately. Anyway, let's proceed. Past this amazing pier. Let's see what else we can find. I think there's some gardens to look at. Marine Cove Gardens. Let's go see what they're up to. Oh dear. They're not the greatest looking seaside gardens I've ever been to. In fact, Britons are normally very good at that. That you go, and on the coast there's always lovely seaside gardens, but these look a bit worse for wear, especially with a tower block behind. Little pond. The fountain that's not even on. There's more over here. Let's see if it gets better or worse. A sundial. And just a whole bed of dead grass. The church in the background's pretty though. I think that's called St Andrew's. Little pagoda section. This is slightly better. Ooh, bay tree. Good for the old cooking. Are these grapes as well? Grapevines. Okay, two things that are interesting. And this is the church. Beautiful church. So we're just nearing the end of the tour, but I have just noticed that the beach has got significantly better at this end. So let's try and finish on a high. The beach is kind of weird. I just saw a map pass there. So where we started is called Beach 2, and then the other side of the jetty is Beach 1, and then this is Beach 3. So I don't really understand how the map works, but at least it's improving. So hopefully we can finish with a good little stroll on a nice beach, and then I'll show you the last little attraction in Burnham, and then that'll complete our tour, I think. I must say it's a really ugly entrance to the beach again. Really ugly. But still, the beach itself is looking more promising. Actually, some golden sand. Oh, this is much better. Top tip when coming to Burnham, come to the north, not the south. What's this one? Beach 3 or 1? Beach 1, 3, I don't know. Consult the map. This is much better. These apartments looking over the nice bit of the beach. Then beach obviously goes round, and then if you see just there, that's the low tide lighthouse. So that completes my tour of Burnham-on-Sea, the 5th worst rated seaside town in the UK. I kind of understand why. It's definitely got some ropey areas. It's not very pretty, but there is this pretty beach right at the very top of the town, in the north of the town. So if you are here, come to this bit, not the south. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. And please do remember to subscribe. Thanks very much.